Hello everyone, welcome to the yarn bowl. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute whales. It's a no-sew pattern and it's such a quick make. Pattern is simple and easy to follow. You can find the free written pattern in my website, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Link for that is available in the description. If you have an Instagram account, please do follow me on my Instagram handle as well. I post project updates and fun reels on my Instagram. Meanwhile, if you're new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the yarn bowl and click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So these are the whales that I made already. So I'm going to show you the variation of how it looks while using baby velvet yarn and the regular acrylic yarn. The same pattern can be used with both the yarns by only changing the crochet hook. So the yarn that I used for the other one, the bigger one, is the Bernat baby velvet. You can also use any blanket yarn or chenille yarn for working this pattern. And for the acrylic yarn, I've used 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. So as I told you, for this baby velvet yarn, I'm going to use 4 millimeter crochet hook, and for the regular acrylic yarn, I've used a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I will also need the blunt tip of the metal crochet hook to stuck in all the odd ends of the yarn once after completing your amigurumi. If you're going to sew the opening, you can use a needle, or you don't need a needle as such. You can just use your crochet hook to sew the opening that's at the end of this amigurumi. You'll need safety eyes. You'll also need a stitch marker because we're going to work in a spiral. So for this project, I'm going to show you using the baby velvet yarn with Bernat. I'm going to use bleached aqua and white color, and we'll also need a polyfil for stuffing. So I'm going to start with bleached aqua color. So for round 1, I'm going to work a magic ring, and I'm using a 4 millimeter crochet hook for this. So once after working the magic ring, I'm going to work 6 single crochets on the magic ring. So as I told you earlier, we are going to work in a spiral. So we need a stitch marker to identify the first stitch of each round. So we are not going to end each round by working a slip stitch on top of our starting stitch. We are going to start our round 2 right away. So once you have completed your round 1, tighten the magic ring and then start working round 2. So for round 2, we are going to work 2 single crochets on each stitch. And mark your first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working 2 single crochets on each stitch around. So at the end of round 2, we should have 12 single crochet stitches. So once you have worked your round 2, secure your magic ring with a knot so that it doesn't unravel. So now for round 3, we are going to work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. And as usual, mark your first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working 1 single crochet in one stitch. So I'm going to mark my first stitch with a stitch marker, and then I will work 2 single crochet on the next stitch and continue working 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So repeat this pattern around. So at the end of round 3, you should have 18 single crochet stitches. So we are here at the end of round 3. I'm going to start with round 4. For round 4, I'm going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch for 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch, and I'm going to repeat this pattern around. I'm going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch for 2 stitches and then work 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So mark your first stitch with the stitch marker as usual and proceed working 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So proceed working this pattern around. So at the end of round 4 you should have 24 single crochet stitches. So proceed with round 4. I'll meet you at the end of round 4. So now for round 5 I'm going to just work 1 single crochet on each stitch around, and we are going to work this for next 5 rounds, that is from round 5 to round 9. We are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. Always mark your first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So at the end of round 5 you should have 24 stitches. So now we are going to proceed working round 6, which is again it is the same pattern, working 1 single crochet on each stitch around, and repeat that for 4 more rounds. So I'm going to do something here. Just start working my round 6, that is working 1 single crochet on each stitch, and then marking my first stitch with the stitch marker, and then you can see the yarn bit on the center. I'm just going to pull it on top of my round 5, the first stitch of round 5. This will be easier for me to count the number of rows, because we are going to work 5 rows of 1 single crochet stitches. So it will be easier for me to mark my first row of non-increment rounds. So I'm just using this instead of stitch marker. You can also use a stitch marker to mark the first stitch of round 5 and proceed working round 6. So repeat this for 4 more rounds, and I'll meet you at the end of round 9. So just work 1 single crochet on each stitch for these rounds. So now I'm at the end of round 9. I'll just take that yarn bit to the center itself, and I'll start working round 10. So you need to see carefully. We are going to work a little different for our round 10. We are only going to work on the front loop of all the stitches. So I'm going to pick up the front loop of next stitch, and I will work a slip stitch. After that I will work a chain 2, and then I will work 2 half double crochet stitches on the front loop of same stitch. This will be one of my side fin. So we have worked one of our side fins, and then I will work 1 single crochet on the front loop of each stitch for the next 5 stitches. So all through this round we are just going to work on the front loop stitches. So once I have completed working 1 single crochet on each stitch on the front loop of 5 stitches, I'm going to work my tail fin. So for working the tail fin, I'm going to work a slip stitch on the next stitch, and then I will work a chain 3, and then I will work 1 triple crochet on the same stitch on the front loop of same stitch, and then on the front loop of the next stitch I'm going to work 1 triple crochet and chain 3, work a chain 3, and then work a slip stitch on the front loop of same stitch. So this will be our tail fin. And then in the front loop of next 5 stitches, work 1 single crochet on each stitch on the front loop of next 5 stitches. So that's number 2, that's number 3, and then that's number 4, and then that's number 5. And then we'll be working on our second side fin now. So I'm going to work a slip stitch on the front loop of next stitch, and then I will work a chain 2, and then I will work 2 half double crochet stitches on the front loop of same stitch. And now I will work 1 single crochet on the front loop of next 10 stitches. So work 1 single crochet on the front loop of next 10 stitches. Now change your yarn color to white and secure it with a knot. Now for round 11, we are just going to work one single crochet on each stitch, but we'll work a little differently. So we are going to pick up the back loop under the tail fin and work one single crochet on it, and we're going to pick up both loops of next 5 stitches and work one single crochet on it until we reach the tail fin. So pick up both loops of next 5 stitches and work one single crochet on it. Now pick up the back loop of next 2 stitches under the tail fin and work one single crochet on it. So once you have worked this, pick up both the loops of next 5 stitches and work one single crochet on it until we reach the next side fin. Pick up both the loops of next 5 stitches and work one single crochet on it. Now pick up the back loop of the side fin, which is the next stitch, and work one single crochet on it. And once you have done that, pick up the both the loops of next 10 stitches and work one single crochet on it to complete this round 11. So always make sure to count. At the end of round 11, you should have 24 single crochet stitches. Now from now on, we are going to decrement our stitches. So for round 12, I'm going to work one single crochet on each stitch for 2 stitches. So I'm just going to mark my first stitch with a stitch marker, and then I will proceed working one single crochet on each stitch for 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches. So proceed working this pattern around. So work one single crochet on each stitch for 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches. So continue working this pattern around. So you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round 12. So now round 13 is again a decrement round. I'm going to work one single crochet in one stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. I'll mark my first stitch with a stitch marker and then proceed working single crochet 2 together in next 2 stitches. So proceed working this pattern around. I'm going to work one single crochet in one stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So continue working this pattern around. You should have 12 stitches at the end of this round. So after this round, you're going to attach your safety eyes and fill your amigurumi with polyfil. So proceed working round 13. I'll meet you at the end of round 13. So now that you have completed your round 13, you can place your safety eyes and then stuff it with polyfil. So I'm gonna just locate the second row round above the side fin, and then I will place the safety eyes. and then attach the washers and then fill it with the polyfil. So now this is the last round, which is round 14. So for round 14 I'm going to work single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. So at the end of this round you should have 6 stitches. So proceed working single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. Mark your first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around. So we are done with the last round. So I'm just fastening off my yarn, and then I leave a little short tail and then work a slip stitch, and then once you have worked a slip stitch you can still find a small opening. You can just work slip stitches to close this opening, or if you have a sewing needle you can do it. As we have told that it's a no sew project, just keep working slip stitches to close the gap, and then you can use a blunt tip of a metal crochet hook to stuck in the odd ends. I'm just cutting the yarn bit to a little shorter, and then I will tuck in the odd ends of the yarn inside the amigurumi itself. So that's it, our cute little veil is ready. So the entire project takes very less time to complete. So if you are looking for some year-end gifts for school, or if you are a market person, this can be a bestseller for your market, and it's such quick make. You can make plenty in less time for your markets, and they look good when they are worked in plush yarn or velvet yarn. They do look cute when they are worked in acrylic yarn as well, but they turn out a little smaller. You can still work them and convert it to a keychain. This is how it looks when worked in regular size 4 acrylic yarn. You can use them as keychain. I hope you enjoyed this pattern, and if you want a free written pattern of this amigurumi whales, it's available at my website theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Link for that is available in the description. If you have an Instagram account, do follow me on my Instagram handle as well. I post project updates and fun reels on my Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.